All right, let's run through Sunday's daily puzzle on chess.com. This one's called Squaring Off Against a Passed Pawn. It's white to move. Give the video a pause and try yourself if you feel like it. Cool. So, wild one today. I mean, these endgame ones with very few pieces on the board are always pretty tough. I was trying to figure out how to, like, give a check on the king or something. Both checks aren't good at all. The king takes your rook or the pawn takes your rook, and then it's off to the races. You were trying to prevent this passed pawn from promoting, and as it turns out, it's very hard to do because after it pushes here, it's going to promote, and it's hard to save it without sacrificing your rook and stalemating the game. The move that prevents it is this one, and this move's pretty wild. I mean, the king has a bunch of moves. I mean, it can protect the pawn two different ways. If it goes here, you can actually protect the rook with your king, and then just bring the bishop in slowly, and eventually you're going to win the pawn. If it goes up here, same deal. You can bring your bishop in, kind of the same deal, I guess, and then eventually bring your king in, and you're going to win the pawn. But the point is that if the pawn pushes, which is what happens in the puzzle, then you have this pretty crazy little sacrifice here. If the pawn queens, then you actually have checkmate here, and if the pawn takes, then you just win the pawn, and you have a rook, and you're going to be able to checkmate. So there's just nothing to do after that pawn push, but it's hard to see everything else that's happening. It's just a hard puzzle. But black queens in the puzzle, you make this checkmate happen, and that's the puzzle. Really tough one to see. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.